with it. Al McLean. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Empty net. Scores! Mayday! 4-2. That's worth just one mayday.
Hi again, hockey fans. Welcome into week number 10 of Ccha Now. Great to be with you. My name is Ben Holden, and a jam-packed show, as always, coming your way. Well, week one of the playoffs got underway last weekend in the CCHA. Two of the top seeds moved on, and of course, the Bowling Green Falcons, hats off to them. They pull off the upset for the second consecutive year, and they do it against the very same team, the Northern Michigan Wildcats. Falcons moving on, and the quarterfinals are now set. We'll take a look at the matchups coming up this weekend ahead. It will be number 1 Ferris State hosting the number 8 seeded Bowling Green Falcons. Michigan, with a marquee series, they'll host Notre Dame after their sweep against Ohio State. Western Michigan takes on Lake Superior State, the Lakers fresh off a sweep of Alaska. And Miami and Michigan State, those two teams have both been off for 2 weeks, so they should be ready to go, primed and ready for the quarterfinal round of this weekend's CCHA playoffs. And we'll have coverage for you here on CCHA Now next week of all the action from this coming week's quarterfinal games. Let's get now to our top 10 plays of the week, and as we do here on the show, we drop the puck with plays 10 through 6. And we start in the UP at the Barrie Event Center, Game 2 of the first-round series between Northern Michigan and Bowling Green. Dan DeSalvo had a weekend to remember. One of his 4 goals in the series helped Bowling Green even the series at 1-1 with a 5-3 win. Staying in Marquette for our number 9 play of the week, Stephane Vigé to Mitch Jones. Wildcats had a 1-0 lead in Game 3 on Sunday night. All was well for the time being, but in at number 8, same game, Adam Burkle's shot is stopped. There's DeSalvo again. The line of DeSalvo, Burkle, and Ryan Carpenter had 15 points, a plus 21 in the series. The game and series winner for the Falcons. Down to South Bend for our number 7 play of the week, Game 2, Notre Dame and Ohio State. TJ Tynan forcing the turnover. Brian Rust the feed to the general. Anders Lee in front, tied the game at 2-2 early in the second period. And in at number 6, back to Marquette, hometown boy and Boston Bruins draft pick Justin Florek stays with a play here in the Wildcats' only win of the series, a 4-2 victory in Game 1. And coming up a little bit later here on CCHA Now, we'll give you plays 5 through 1. Let's move on now and tip our hats and honor those that were given some awards this week. It is that time of the year in March, and the awards in the CCHA are being handed out. And up first here on this week's installment of CCHA Now, we take you through the all-rookie team. Here's a look at the 6 young men that were honored with that. And leading the charge is Austin Zarnik from Miami, Alex Guptill from Michigan, Max McCormick from The Ohio State University, Robbie Russo from Notre Dame, Garrett Haar from Western Michigan, and Frank Slabowski from Western Michigan as well. Scholar athletes were also announced this week. Adam Henderson among those that are on that list. Also Alden Hirschfeld from Miami, Brock Shelgren from Michigan State, Mike Johnson from Notre Dame, and Sean Duddy and Chase Balassi, those guys as well. Congrats to all of the young men that were given those awards this week. Well, as we know, the great sport of hockey has many long-standing traditions, and there are certainly many of them at Lake Superior State University. Lake Superior State intern Gina Radzinski now gives us a closer look.
I had the chance to talk to the team to get a little bit of insight on some other traditions that maybe not everybody knows about. The first tradition of Laker hockey that we'll look at is a shootout game called Apple Onion that the team plays every Thursday of a homestand weekend.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to doing it every Thursday. It's fun and it gets us ready for the weekend. Everyone has laughs and make fun of each other, and it's just it's good. It's good to be relaxed before a big Friday game.
And the full version of the Lake Superior State traditions, you can find that already on the website, ccha.com. As we do here on CCHA Now, each and every week, we give you a snippet, a preview of our upcoming CCHA Rewind. This week, we go to the archives some 16 years ago for a matchup between Michigan and Notre Dame in a game that was played at the Palace of Auburn Hills. A couple of names you may recognize from this matchup between the Wolverines and the Irish: Brendan Morrison and Billy McCult.
It's off the boards on the right side. Stepped out to the right point. Shot. Sends one toward the goal. Knocked down. Eisler trying to sweep it out of there. Here's McCult. He scores! Well, it just stayed bouncing and dribbling and pinballing around.
And nothing like a little stroll down memory lane. Some good memories and a great job by our staff putting the CCHA rewinds together. They're available each and every week, Thursdays on CCHA.com. Time now to take a look at this week's USCHO.com poll, and 7 CCHA teams represented this week. Ferris State, they had the weekend off, and the Bulldogs, they moved up a spot to number 2 behind Boston College. Michigan, like Ferris, didn't play. They moved up to number 4 from 6 last week. In the bottom half of the poll, the Miami Redhawks, idle, they stayed the same at number 11. Michigan State, idle, playing Miami this coming week. They're in at 15. Western Michigan, idle, stayed at 16. Notre Dame, off their sweep against Ohio State, moved up 1 to 17. And Jimmy Rock and the Lake Superior Lakers cracking the poll this week. They're in at number 20. And those Lake Superior State Lakers will be in Kalamazoo this weekend for their quarterfinal series with Western Michigan. Bowling Green's in Big Rapids to take on the top-seeded Bulldogs. Michigan State down in Oxford to take on Miami. Notre Dame and Michigan, the marquee matchup in Ann Arbor this weekend. Same matchups on Saturday, and the only television game this week in the CCHA will be Notre Dame at Michigan, 7:30 on Comcast this Saturday. Well, you're all set for the games this weekend. Hopefully you can take some in person or tune in on Saturday to watch Notre Dame at Michigan. All season long, our staff does a tremendous job of bringing in highlights from all over the CCHA and sifting through the best plays. And we have come to the point in the season where we're about to unveil our top 12 plays of the season. Not quite yet, but relatively soon. There will be one play from each team around the CCHA with a special bonus play. Now, here's how you can take part and get involved. Later this week, fans can vote for the top play of the year on CCHA.com. The voting will go on until the conclusion of the CCHA Awards show that's on Thursday, March the 15th, where the play of the year will be recognized. So we encourage you to go to CCHA.com and take part in the voting. Well, we're nearly at the end of the show this week, but it's that time in the show, the thrilling finish for our top 5 plays of the week. So strap the seatbelt in, get ready for a great ride. Here are our top 5 plays of the week from round 1 of the CCHA playoffs. In at number 5, Curtis Getty. Great vision and great pass to the pride of Lake Orion, Michigan, Danny Dries. A slick and skilled play with a toe drag, and then the snapper on the power play. His 13th of the season in Game 2 against Notre Dame. In at number 4 this week, we head back over the Mackinac Bridge, up to the Sioux. Chris Ciotti beats 2 Alaska defenders for the game and series clincher in a Lakers 2-0 win in the game and in that series. Back to the comp in South Bend, number 3. Alex Carlson, clean face-off win back to Ann Arbor's own Sean Duddy, and the captain with a bullet for his first of the season. High glove, nicely done by Sean Duddy, our number 3 play of the week. Staying at the comp for our number 2 play of the week, another bullet. Jeff Costello turning his game up lately for Notre Dame. A top shelf snipe, and a pretty one for Jeff Costello. In at number 1 this week, Andrew Hammond, Bowling Green goaltender, down and out, but manages to sling the pad up in the air and make a stop on Matt Thurber. And Bowling Green, they certainly got the job done in Marquette. Hammond gets it done with our number 1 play of the week. Well, our shift has ended here on CCHA Now for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and we certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. As always, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and you can always go to CCHA.com for the latest and greatest that is CCHA hockey. Also want to remind you, coming up at the CCHA Championship, March 16th and 17th, you have an opportunity, if you're in person, to win one of 11 CCHA jerseys and one of 11 NHL jerseys worn by guys playing in the NHL that, of course, started in the CCHA. Should be a lot of fun down there for that March 16th and 17th. But again, to win, you have to be there. Our Hockey in the D Tour stops this weekend take us to Kalamazoo's Lawson Ice Arena on Friday. And I'm told the entire CCHA staff will be on hand for their Hockey in the D Tour stop on Saturday at Yost. Should be fun. Enjoy the games, everybody. We'll see you again next week with an all-new exciting edition of CCHA Now. So long.